Hello and very much welcome to the new reality show. My name is Elias and we are going to do a little interview with Lilou today. She's on her juicy European living tour, when I say that right.
Yes.
When did you start with this tour?
The European one I started in April, mid-April of this year, but I did all last year. I was traveling across the US and Mexico and Canada for 11 months, interviewing people, juicy people. I want to bring juiciness to consciousness. I want to make this all fun and interesting, and there's so many wonderful people awakening, opening their heart, sharing their stories, and I want to capture that and share that with as many people as possible.
Yeah, I can understand that thing of the juiciness. I also try to do that in this way. So you did already a lot of interviews. People in Holland also know you from that. How much interviews you did altogether?
Hundreds, 800, over 800 video interviews, mainly in English, but also in French, because I'm French and American, both, and I grew up in France. And right now I'm traveling. I just came back from traveling in Belgium and Holland, but throughout this whole year I'll be all European countries, and it's very exciting. One of my latest one was Marcel Missing that I really enjoyed. There's so many wonderful people on this planet, but I must say that he had for me the knowledge and bring both sides in and the information, and it's very potent. And
yeah, he's also an important person here in Holland. He has written a lot of books and gives a lot of information. So good guy. You are traveling with the whole team because all these movies you are making is a lot of work, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and when people see that I have 1,800 videos on the internet, they're like, okay, how many are you guys? You know, and those videos, I do set up the camera myself. I edit, I upload it and distribute it. So it's pretty much on my own, and I have help of other volunteers, but I mainly have a lot of help from all the angels behind and all those beautiful beings, because I must say that it's magical what is happening. I feel that once, this is for all of us, this is the chance to, when we live our purpose, when we're in our dharma, things align, the universe supports it, and I've seen so much help in so many different ways. So I'm not alone physically. Yes, I travel alone. I set up the camera and then I go, because sometimes I do 2-3 interviews a day, and I just do that. So it's supported through the donations of people around the world, and then I go and I feel guided and supported, and I feel that I'm part of the real abundance of life, and that's really the people that've been watching the videos over and over. They've seen how much my heart is opening, and the more it's opening, the more it just happens naturally, and that's what I want for all of us. You know, that we're all just letting go of the matrix and letting go of what we think how it should be, and just go unconditionally towards the greatest self that we can be on this earth, and then we have all the support we need. We're not alone.
Yeah, probably you have a lot of this support, because for the people who know you, they probably thought you were working in a team, and now we know you're doing all this stuff alone, out of your own intention, and the traveling as well. So respect for that one. How did you came on the idea to start this project, to start interviewing all these people, because you spoke to a lot of interesting people already?
How this came about?
Yes.
Well, I must say I started video blogging on YouTube in 2006, and I had created at the time something called, it still exists with thousands of people participating, called the 100-Day Reality Challenge. And so I video blogged on YouTube, and more people start listening and tuning in. I posted meditations, and one thing led to the next, and I started interviewing people, because I saw how blessed I was to meet some incredible people, and I saw that every of us have a message to share. And that was it. But my original inspiration, I must say, is Oprah Winfrey in the US. She's big, and when I saw her, and there's this huge synchronicity when I moved to Chicago in 2006, I saw her interviewing other people, and I could get the essence, you know, why her soul was doing that, and I just knew I had to do it too in my own way, and she was my original inspiration. So then I wanted to work for her it didn't happen, and then I lost my other job because I was in marketing. So then I wrote a book, I lost my job and I liked it. Then I had no money and I liked it, because all of that were supposedly failures that led me to my true path.
You wrote a book. About what was this book?
I lost my job and I liked it because I got fired when I was in London in 2008, and I already had a YouTube channel. I'm like, now I have to live this. And then a few months later I've experienced I had no money and I liked it. And the subtitle is called The Abundant Journey of an Open Heart, because I discovered that once my heart was open, then there was no more conditionality about life, and I would just live.
Yes. Okay,
live life, live what life had to offer.
That is what we all should do, I guess. After all these people you spoke, is there a kind of quintessence you which came up to you out of all the stories you heard about the times we are living in?
About the time or how we should live, because from my understanding,
Both is interesting, I guess.
yeah, a lot are saying it's all about the alignment with the soul and the personality. I mean, the soul just aligning with our hearts and trusting, knowing, and living life and exploring and looking at what feels good, and so that we can all live our life purpose. We all have a purpose. It's not about there's a better one, there's a better or less good one. It's as long as we're really present in the moment, we're doing our job. And that's what I love, is when I'm doing an interview, I'm present. It's meditative nearly, and I think we all have those moments in our life where we do that. If it's a gardener, he's going to feel that in his garden. He's doing his life purpose. He's impacting the world. His frequency is being emanated, and it helps everybody around. He's doing it from love. So the main thing is that we shift from fear to love, because when there is fear, we better not move. It's better not to do anything and not take any decision there. If we don't see the abundance every day and feel it, maybe there's a little shift to be made so that we can just be in that space. Sometimes it means going back to your parents. I had to go back to my parents at 32. It was an incredibly humbling experience, but it was one where I had then to heal my relationship with my parents, and then I got to live this. So we all have a unique path, and we can start to follow and re-listen to our heart. I think that message comes out a lot, and these are fantastic times where all this information is being shared through your website, through my network too. It's just like it's bubbling up. We want it. We want to feel it. We want to share it with others. We want to connect. It feels so good to connect again on a deeper level, and there is a real longing for that. And we're all meeting up. We're all bridging, and this is happening.
Okay, you personally went probably also through a whole process in the last years. What did happen with you? Can you describe it in a little, in a little way?
I would say the main thing is that I had to come clean and be authentic with my friends, with my family, with myself, and really say what was really going on, because my parents divorced when I was 12, and I shut down, and I didn't even thought I couldn't love and didn't want to love. I was afraid to love. So I had this huge kind of shield around my heart, and one thing led to this whole suffering after losing my job and then no more money. That's when my heart reopened, and so it was a series of circumstances, but failures, what are supposedly failures, that led to starting to see something else. But I started. My first personal development was in 2000, in January 2000 in Florida. Because I couldn't find a job after graduating in 2000. I was like, I could feel the burning desire, the fire inside, but no job. So I just, my parents were the wrong ones. I decided to move and change continent. That was gonna help, but no, same problem. So it was one thing after the next, and each time those moments were just huge evolutive times where I just can start something new. But the coming clean, what I mean is just being authentic. Like, I had to just say that what I was going through and how afraid I was, or that I had no money, or just all that, like stopping the pretending game that I was trapped in before through the car and through the job, and I wanted to appear a certain way and just have it all together, and that I couldn't hold those lies any longer. And when I started just little by little being myself and throwing away what's not necessary, then I had nothing to prove anymore, and then I could just be myself and have a ball at it. And because we all have a unique essence, let's not try to do what another person is doing. That's not going to work. There is something about you that is just absolutely unique, and you have your voice, your way of doing things, and it's not about copying or being better. It's no more about separation and competition. All of us have to create our own job. I created my job. I love traveling. I love interviewing people, learning about people. Hey, why not touring around the world and interviewing the juiciest people?
Yeah.
Why not?
You make a perfect choice, I guess. So you have been to America and interviewed people there, and also in Europe. Do you see a difference in between the place we are standing or the way we are doing our work in the different continents?
No. I thought I would, and now I'm seeing, just sitting in this moment, I see we're doing the same. I just love it. It's like a mirror. I just love it. And interviewing people, in the end, it's the same information that is circulating. I really feel everything is flattening out. I don't want any more. One of my intentions, at least, is not that people see gurus anymore, that they recognize that they're the guru, they have that inside, that we have all the tools. We have to stop looking outside, and it's a global conversation. It's happening in Europe, is waking up, loves it, and I see Eastern Europe. I can't wait to go to Eastern Europe.
Is your next station?
Yeah, I receive a lot of... Sweden is the next one, and all Scandinavia. But I receive a lot of emails from Eastern Europe just saying, please come, and we have so many awesome stories and people for you to interview. So it's happening everywhere, and it's so delicious to see all our brothers and sisters around the world. It's so cool. It's so cool. It makes it really global. I would have never thought. I thought there would be more resistance, and some people do say that there is resistance in Europe. It's a bit more intellectual, and there is the history, of course, and all of that. But I do really feel it's just happening perfectly on time, and we're sharing this globally. I'm happy to expose like Holland to the US and to all the other parts, instead of being the reverse.
Show also what's going on this side of the planet.
Yeah. Because a lot is going on. A lot is going on in Holland and even Belgium. We never speak of Belgium, but I just came back from it. It was so cool to interview Belgian people coming out too.
Yeah, I like the Belgian people as well. They're very cool, actually.
Yeah. And French also. There's a language barrier then, but we find ways, and people usually come to me too. There's this ease also, because how do I plan 2-3 interviews a day, with all those trips and setting the interviews and uploading? It seems like a humongous work, but it's like when we do our life purpose again, we're built for that.
It's also, I guess, a little bit the special powers of women and productive women. They're most of the time good and managing all this stuff. And I see a lot of women now doing their work on this area, and I'm very happy because many men are spreading information. But it's also good that like you are active.
That's a good point, because I think in both of us we have the masculine and the feminine, and to me it was about opening up to my feminine, because I was a go-getter and I had to make things happen. So now I learned through, and just swimming with the dolphins taught me that. It brought that energy. Being in Hawaii, and especially in Kauai, I released the whole feminine side started coming in, and I released, and it's beautiful for a woman to just be a woman and not to try to be a man, and for a man to open the feminine side too is as important. So I don't do videos for women. I do videos for a global citizen, for a universal citizen. Who knows, maybe it's broadcasted on other planets in the system, and I welcome them too to bring it on. I'm ready for an interview with them.
Cool, yeah, let's see. Thank you very much for your interview. I heard you have also a next date already soon, so we're gonna stop this now. good luck with the tour and everything, and thanks for your great work.
Thank you, and thank you to you for. I just love. He's got gorgeous eyes. Oh my God! I just could. Let's continue. Don't worry about what's next. Thank you for your work.
Thanks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the little interview with Lilou. You can see her on her website also. The website is
JuicyLivingTour.com.
for the ones who don't know it yet. All right, have a good day. Bye bye.